Welcome to the Factory Cat XR Scheduled Maintenance video number 1 of a 2-part video series. The goal of this video is to give you, the end user, a detailed understanding of how to conduct a scheduled maintenance for your XR rider scrubber. The time to complete the scheduled maintenance will be approximately an hour and a half. When starting your XR scheduled maintenance, use your XR's preventative maintenance form found in your XR's operator's manual, or it can be downloaded from www.factorycat.com. When starting your scheduled maintenance, first record the serial number of your GTX rider, as shown here. When completed, turn your XR's key to the on position and press the green information button and record the hour meter information for chassis, traction drive motor, brush motor, and vacuum motor. Next, record the hour meters for your chassis and battery recharge indicator meter, which is located on the operator's right side of the control column, as shown here. Battery maintenance. Note: make sure batteries are fully charged before performing battery maintenance check. Next, tilt back the seat of your XR to give good access to your battery pack. Note: always wear proper safety equipment when servicing lead-acid batteries. Your XR has 18 cells that need to be checked for proper water level. Add distilled water to 1/8 inch below the bottom of the vent well, as demonstrated by the picture above. Once all 18 cells have been properly serviced, check all electrical connections to ensure that they are tight and free of wear and corrosion. If any are found loose, tighten to between 90 and 100 inch-pounds. Next, using a battery hydrometer, check all 18 battery cells to ensure that the battery cells are properly filled. The hydrometer should read 1.260 or greater at 80 degrees Fahrenheit with a properly charged set of batteries. Note: take notice of any discoloration of water that is found. This could indicate a bad battery cell. Note: if the battery box has water in it, drain it using the battery tray drain located under the battery box, as shown here. Dispose of the solution properly. Caution: this solution may contain battery acid. At this point, note the condition of your XR's battery readings on your XR preventative maintenance chart. Recovery tank maintenance. Check the condition of your XR tank assembly and frame assemblies. Make sure that they are free of deep scratches, gouges, and dents. Signs of this type of damage is a sign of improper machine operation and may require operator retraining. Solution vac motor checks. Next, check all solution lines to ensure that they are in good condition and check all hose fittings for leaks. Also, check the pump assembly to make sure that it is in good shape and proper working order. Next, turn the solution valve to the off position as shown and open the solution screen cap as demonstrated here. Make sure that the screen and the screen assembly are free of dirt and debris. Once clean, reassemble and turn the solution valve back to the on position as demonstrated here. Next, check your dual vac motor assemblies that they are in proper working order. Check your black exhaust hoses to make sure that they are free of any type of wear or damage. Also make sure that the actual vac motor assemblies themselves are clean and free of moisture. Dirty vac motors or a sign of moisture will limit the lifetime expectancy of your vac motor assemblies. Next, check your inline vacuum motor filter assembly. First, remove the 2 cotter pins and then remove the clear sight dome, as shown. Once removed, make a note of the red arrow and the red pilot pin. This will guide you to the proper reinstallation of your filter assembly. Next, remove the filter bracket followed by the dust filter. Inspect, clean, or replace if necessary. Also make sure that the interior of the filter housing is clean and free of debris, and check to make sure that the water relief valve is clean as well. Once this is complete, reinstall the filter and filter bracket, making a note that the red arrow on the bracket points to the red arrow on the pilot pin, as shown here. Then reinstall the sight dome assembly as demonstrated. At this point, make a note on your XR Preventative maintenance form of any type of repairs or maintenance that is required of your vac motors and solution assemblies. Drain saver and recovery tank maintenance. Next, open the hood of your recovery tank on your XR and remove the drain saver assembly. Inspect the drain saver to make sure that it's clean of dirt and debris and that it is in good working condition. Next, inspect the gray recovery hose and make sure that that is free of any type of wear and damage and free of debris. Also ensure that the gasket assembly on the drain saver is in good shape and clean as well. Once inspected and cleaned, replace accordingly. Next, inspect your float shutoff assembly. Remove as shown. Make sure that the float shutoff's ball assembly is in place and properly working. Also ensure that the screen is in proper working order. Once it has been serviced, replace accordingly. Next, inspect the float manifold assembly that it is in proper working order, and also check the vacuum hose to make sure that the vacuum hose is free of any type of damage and that it is in good working order as well. Lastly, inspect inside the recovery tank assembly to make sure that it is free of dirt and debris and any type of damage. Once this has been done, also check the tank bead assembly. Make sure that the bead assembly is clean and in proper working order and free of any type of scratches or gouges. Once this has been completed, next check the hood gasket. Make sure that this is clean and free of any type of damage as well. If required, clean, and if needed, make a note on your PM form for replacement. Once completed, lower the recovery tank lid and inspect the recovery tank sight dome and sight dome seals to ensure that they are clean and in good working order. Next, make sure that the sight dome assembly itself is clean and free of dirt and debris, and that the 2 safety lanyards are in proper working order. Once this has been completed, make sure that the actual sight dome bead assembly is clean and that is free of dirt and debris. Once this is done, replace the sight dome assembly. Make note that the chain assemblies are in the tank assembly before installing the sight dome. At this point, reference your XR Preventative maintenance forms for any type of repairs that need to be made to the recovery tank assembly. Operator's compartment maintenance. Located on the left side of the control column is the light toggle switch for the headlights. Power up the control column and then flip the light switch on to test to make sure that both lights are in proper working order. Located on the right hand side of the operator's control column is the column adjustment assembly. Make sure that this is working properly and that the column is sturdy and free of any type of movement. Next, check the silver horn button. By pressing it, make sure that the horn activates properly. Once again, the control column will need to power up before you can make this test. Next, test your XR's forward and reverse motion switch and drive pedal assembly to ensure that your XR has proper forward and reverse motion. Once this is complete, check your vac motor switch that the vac motor and squeegee lower properly, followed by the adjustment of the solution flow toggle, followed by the lowering of the brush deck assembly. When activated, the brush deck should lower accordingly. Located above these toggle switches is located the brush pressure switch. Adjust it up and down accordingly to make sure that the brush pressure is adjusting as demonstrated above. With the vac motor and brush deck switch assembly in the off position, press the green Unitouch button and depress the drive pedal. The vacuum and brush deck should automatically activate, and operation icons on the system's command LCD should activate as demonstrated here. At this point, make any notes on your XR preventative maintenance form of any type of control panel service issues that may need to be attended to. Squeegee and vacuum motor performance check. Located at the rear of your XR is the clean water solution port. Remove this and inspect it for any type of wear or damage. Also take note for any type of debris that may be in the solution itself. This is an indication that there's debris in the solution tank and that should be removed before reinstalling the hose. Once complete, reinstall as shown. Next, remove the squeegee hose assembly as demonstrated here. Examine the squeegee hose on both ends to ensure that they are free of any type of dirt and debris. Also inspect the hose assembly for any type of wear. It is also important to check the intake of the vacuum squeegee. Make sure that there's no debris located within the squeegee intake port and reinstall the vac hose accordingly. Next, take special note to check the intake port for the recovery tank of where the squeegee hose enters the tank. If there is debris to be found, it will be located in this area right here. Once everything has been checked out and cleaned, reinstall as demonstrated. Next, inspect the drain hose of your XR scrubber. First, release the T-handle and inspect the rubber grommet to make sure that it is free of any type of wear. Next, inspect the hose assembly to make sure that the drain hose is free of any type of debris, and also inspect the hose assembly for any type of wear. If noted, mark on your PM form accordingly for replacement. Once checked, reinstall accordingly. Lastly, inspect the far left vacuum hose. Remove that and inspect as well. Make sure there is no debris located within the hose assembly itself. Make sure the hose is free of any type of wear. Also, check inside the intake port as well. There may be debris found in this area. Inspect thoroughly. Once cleaned, reinstall accordingly. If any damage is found, make a notation on your PM form accordingly. Next, inspect your squeegee assembly and the squeegee turnbuckle, as well as the turnbuckle band assembly for any type of wear. Then check the bogey wheels located on the left and right hand side of the squeegee. Once this is completed, check the squeegee itself for proper articulation from left to right. If any damage or service is required, make a notation on your PM form accordingly. Next, remove the squeegee assembly and activate your squeegee switch. This will lower your squeegee mount assembly to the floor. Inspect the gold adjustment knob for proper movement and ensure that it is properly lubricated. Next, inspect the squeegee mount assembly to ensure that it is in level plane with the floor assembly itself and that the squeegee bogey wheels articulate properly and that the swivel bearings on the bogey wheels are properly lubricated. Next, using a static lift gauge, turn the vac motor to the on position and remove the squeegee hose from the squeegee assembly as demonstrated. And test the vacuum static lift as demonstrated here. The gauge should read 60 or above for proper static lift. If this is not achieved, a detailed inspection of the entire vacuum system will be required to determine the cause of poor vacuum performance. Continue to the Factory CAD scheduled maintenance video number 2 of our 2-part video series.